afternoon. Welcome to Spotlight. I'm Dina Ventura.
I'm Joey Silvestre. And Dina, today we have very special guests. We've known them for a long time.
Yes.
Our guests are partners who have conquered the corporate world. They've been there for the longest time. But in this time of the pandemic, they have found the time to pursue their own passions.
Wow. Both of them are experts in public relations and marketing, but they have different affections. One pursues the art of painting and the other has mastered the craft of cake making.
Well, let us welcome Michael Anthony Sagaran and Joey Silvestre. Hi there to both of you.
Hi Mike. Hi Joey. You're
Kamusta
both Silvestre.
Oo, kasi parang we're somehow related. No, she's really my niece by a cousin. No?
Okay.
You can see in our faces
Yes,
naman.
magkamukha. Parehong beautiful.
Wow. Thank you. I'm honored. Charing.
Pero we've known them for a long time na rin
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
industry. Kasi marketing nga and public
Sa
relations.
mga hotels sila. By the way, this is
Yes.
the month of, it's tourism month, no?
Oo nga, exactly.
So that's why we got them, kasi they used to be, but they've evolved into something else.
Yes, and that's the story we want to pursue this afternoon, right? So,
oo.
okay, shoot ka na. First question.
First question. Wow. So, kumusta kayo itong pandemic? How has it been like for both of you? Umpisahan natin siguro yung munang lalaki at ang maiba naman.
Oo nga.
Gentleman first. At saka, nauna siyang affected because of Taal.
All right. Oo.
Oo.
So, tell us about your shift from the hotel to
Saan ka
art.
ba muna before? Anong ginagawa mo nun, Mike?
Before the lockdown and the eruption, well, I'm into public relations in a hotel. I work with several hotels already.
Oh.
When the lockdown happened, I was connected with a hotel in Tagaytay. So before the lockdown, yes, the hotel I've been working with got also affected during the Taal volcano eruption.
Oo.
So what happened was before when I moved to Tagaytay
Oo.
3 years ago, I started already painting as a hobby. So right after the eruption, then the lockdown happened. It's a good thing that somehow I'm back on track in terms of painting. So I had more time, painting.
Oo. So, maganda because you found at least the interest and the passion was already there.
Andun na.
And then the pandemic gave you more time. So you started painting over the past 1.5
Tagal na.
years?
Yeah, well, painting is always, art is always part of me. Since
Oo.
during college, I took fine arts, major in advertising sa UMass. But yeah, it was part for more than a decade because I started doing public relations and working in different hotels. So it was part. And then after like 3.5 years ago to be exact, that I just restarted again, doing painting. So, kasi, di ba, I have time. I'm in the province. I have time after work. And yeah, it's close to, to the natural world. Somehow it inspired me.
Okay.
So, yes. So, yeah, perfect lang yung timing niya. And then the pandemic happened and yeah, it became one of my sources in terms of economic sources. Yeah.
Oo naman. Oo.
Okay. How about you, Joey? How was work and your personal life during this?
Life, well, it's very difficult for all of us. So we've met way back when I was still also in the hospitality industry. And then that's where we met in the hospitality industry. And then I had the opportunity to transfer to a different industry. So I now work in a private company during daytime. And unfortunately, the pandemic happened. Actually, even before the eruption, we already felt or received several or continuous bad news. So, syempre, I feel that I'm just somehow stringing in luck because I'm not directly affected. But when you see your friends, your close family and friends or loved ones getting affected by the pandemic, nakaka-stress siya. So what I did was and then lockdown started. I started baking. Baking is actually my passion. So I graduated HRM also in UST. But then I did pursue the culinary side. I worked on the management side and the marketing and communication side of the hospitality industry. So when I started to bake, of course, ang dami. Kasi nga, it became my therapy. So sunod-sunod lang ako mag-bake. So ang dami, I can't even consume. So I started sharing with friends and family. And then eventually, they would ask for more. Syempre, I had, economically, I had to ask na for money for payment because they've been asking. And then, they started sharing to their own families and friends. So that's how it
It grew.
somehow it grew and reached different communities na rin.
Yeah, pero Joey, interesting yung name ng ng cake business.
Drunk baker.
The drunk baker. Bakit ganon?
Oo.
Why was that the concept that you chose?
No, but in a positive way. Well, to be honest, of course, my alcohol consumption somehow increased like a glass or two in a day na consecutive days. Like before, occasional lang. Kasi it helps me sleep better. And at the same time, syempre lockdown, anong iba mo pang relax or unwind at the end of the day. Kasi before, from the office, once you reach home, that's already relaxing and unwinding. Now, with the current setup na may work from home, and then syempre, hindi maiwasan yung wala nang boundary din yung work. Kumbaga, you can't really stop working at strictly 5 or 6 p.m. So, yung drinking somehow is my way to relax. So,
I see.
and then when I started sharing and selling my cakes, I felt that I'm drunk in love, parang Beyonce, like drunk in love, drunk in support of my family and friends. Kasi none of them asked for free. They would even first, syempre mahiya akong sumingil because I don't feel na parang kailangan ko bang singil kamag-anak or friends ko sila. But they're the ones who are telling or for their request. So parang naisip ko, hindi din lahat ganun kaswerte sa mga circles that they have because syempre, yung iba nga kakapost mo pa lang humihingi agad ng discount. I'm not saying na, could be okay from others, but that initiative or that action from your loved ones talagang nakaka-overwhelm and it's something that I'm always grateful for.
Tama naman, di ba? Oo. Paano yan? Ako, libre. But,
Now, I remember when I first saw yung rum cake kasi I like rum.
Wow,
I
sarap.
ordered it. I paid for it.
Okay.
Kasi,
But
kasi I know it's a passion, but that's also a business.
Yeah.
Dapat support.
Pero Joey, siningil niya sa akin. Yung pinambayad niya sa'yo, she asked me to refund it.
Ganun ba? Okay.
But
joke lang yan.
it amazes me that, she learned baking in school.
Yes.
And he learned his painting also in school.
Yeah.
Because of what they took up in college, no? Pero yung mga kanila, they're masterpieces, huh? So, how did this develop? From learning from school, but gumanda ang inyong cake at ang inyong paintings. Oo. Ikaw muna, Mike. How did you develop yung kwan mo? Beyond what you learned in school.
Okay, looking back, especially during the lockdown, I saw and keep on seeing retrenchments left and right, especially in my industry. And then, you can feel the heaviness in the air, diba? So all these emotions somehow, I gather the emotion to somehow come up with paintings that will somehow uplift and for few moments man lang makapagbigay ng magandang feeling sa sa mga
Oh.
to combat the sobrang stressful na pandemic and the lockdowns. So, I guess yung concentration, yung more time of the lockdown, and then the strong emotions I gathered from observing what was happening. So, those two, yun yung nagpa-intensify eh. Kasi I don't think I'll be doing it ferociously, the painting, if it if it's not on lockdown and pandemic eh. Kasi yung painting like 3 years ago, yung ferocity wala dun eh. Wala dun yung ferocity eh. So I think really malaking
yung
bagay.
intense emotions
Ang
from
ganda,
from this situation we are all in, di ba? Parang na-touch.
I want to contribute somehow, di ba, to my friends na share photos of your paintings that people can somehow do good and beautiful things to inspire them.
Oo nga naman. Tama, at this time, no?
Yeah.
Ikaw naman, Joey, ba't ang gaganda ng cake mo? Saan mo yan natutunan?
Parang artistic din, di ba, yung kanya?
Oo.
Actually, I think yung pandemic it's unfortunate, but it's also, we can also see it as a blessing. I think it's also the time wherein we realize the things that matters, the things that are important to us. And just like Mike's passion, it's already there. Parang yun yung pagkabata na niya. Just it took a back seat because we pursued a different industry other than the what we knew. Because syempre at that time nung nagsisimula kami, parang it's not it won't be as easy to grow in our own passions nang kami pa lang. Kasi we're just, ang knowledge namin yung sa school pa lang, but we won't have the knowledge of life and corporate world. So, probably, kaya ganyan yung nangyari, yung outcomes ng mga ginawa namin because we already had the talent and we learned we got the aesthetics, the values, and how we can improve from the corporate world that we work with.
Okay. Speaking of yung corporate world, di ba? We met each of them separately. At least I did. And then you became a couple in the same vocation. So how is it now with you guys? Do you talk about marketing stuff? Do you guys exchange ideas?
Always.
Diba?
Yeah.
We have our view. We always have our views, and we have different perspectives. But bottom line, kaya naman kami magkasama is because we, at the end of everything, we respect and we agree on things that are important to us. It's more of check and balance. Kasi yung mga perspective, there are things that I don't see that he sees, and at the same time, there are things that I see that he doesn't see. So yung perspective ng babae and lalaki, and then iba-iba.
Okay. Bakit tawang-tawa ka, Mike?
Yeah, I totally agree. Kasi there are for example, sa paintings, there are objects and visuals that details that she advises. But the reason why I've been laughing kasi we talk about marketing creatives. So when you say talk, it's very passionate talk. So there's argument involved. But at the end of the day, you respect. Kasi not all my advices and her advices, diba, ifa-follow mo eh. But you respect. But yes, it's very important yung honest opinion in terms of marketing and what will work and what you think will not work. But you don't agree all the time. But yes, that's it. So just respect.
Tama naman yun. So you have to be able to talk to each other honestly, di ba? And listen.
Yeah. But since they found more time to do these things, no? I can imagine they also have more challenges now
Oh, yeah.
sa paggawa ng
Different.
cake at sa pagpainting. We'd like to find out what your challenges are. But before you answer that, let's pause for a commercial break.
Magandang araw mga katribo! Narito na ang mga makakasama nyo tuwing umaga sa programang Gising Na. Roy Pelovelo, Comfy Manalo, Chinky Mangkukang, Vernon Velasco, Kim Sancha at Chirk Balagtas. Abangan ang programang Gising Na mula alas 8 hanggang alas 9 ng umaga sa Facebook page ng Daily Tribune.
Ilabas ng mainit na kape at samahan kami sa inyong pag-almusal, mga katribo.
Sama-sama natin alamin ang mga natatagong istorya sa mga latest na kaganapan sa loob at labas ng bansa.
Simulan ang bawat umaga with good vibes sa mga informative and recreational segments dito sa ating programa.
Maaari niyo rin ibahagi sa amin ang inyong opinion via Daily Tribune Facebook page at Tribune Now sa YouTube.
Makichika na rin sa latest showbiz happenings, mga katribo.
Kaya naman, magkita-kita po tayo mula Lunes hanggang Biyernes, alas 8 hanggang alas 9 ng umaga at magsama-sama po tayo sa
Gising Na! Nagbabalik po ang spotlight. We were asking Joey and Mike kung ano ba ang biggest challenges nila ngayong pandemic, no, sa paggawa ng cake at sa pagpaint. But we also would like to find out kung ano ang rewarding part. First, let's talk about the challenges. Should we start with Joey? Ano ba ang challenges?
The challenges would be, for me, yung mga lockdown, yung mga restrictions, because for you to source quality ingredients, yung mga courier and the suppliers, they either they shut down or cut down on their resources, and yung mga imports, so medyo mataas yung prices kasi imported yung mga ingredients, so medyo mataas siya. But at the same time, I'm also thinking na I always offer things that I would buy myself and offer. So sa akin kasi it's quality over quantity, because I find myself lucky to be able to have a different source of income. Kasi yung iba, yung mga nag-online selling like ng mga products, that's their only source of income at the moment. So they have to somehow sacrifice the quality or scrimp on the ingredients. So ako, my take is I'd rather spend on pricier food or good quality food na pwedeng ma-offer. So, yung challenge ko is the courier and the shipping of the ingredients. At the same time, ensuring yung quality din ng item, since I just make it at home. And yung delivery, kasi when you deliver, if you notice yung cake, I have to think of ways na, in a way, kumbaga sa instructions, foolproof. Kaya siya nakapan. Kasi pag sa motorcycle yung courier, kailangan mas stable siya. Kapag ka nakabox yan na hindi siya sa pan, like yung other
to move around.
Yes, hindi siya mag-i-intact, or pagdating siguro baka maging shake nga pagdating dun sa recipient. So, yung mga challenges na in-overcome ko. Kasi what's important is it reaches the recipient in good quality, and at the same time, babalik-balik sila. And I think I'm lucky and I've achieved na may mga patrons na si Drunk Baker.
Yes, sarap naman kasi.
So that's the reward, no? In itself?
Yes.
Mike, ano? Ikaw?
In my case, since it's, di ba, March, the lockdown happened. And I knew from the start that it will be prolonged, that I might lose my job because, hotel was really the one that's most affected. So, my initial plan was to set up my painting studio. But the thing is, everything was, di ba, lockdown. You cannot move. You cannot go to Manila, and I'm renting a place in Tagaytay. So it's a big place. So my challenge was how to convert my living space in Tagaytay, which is I'm renting, and make it as a painting studio during that time. So, kasi if you're painting large-scale paintings, you require space, you require materials, also you require quality paints, and that's the most challenging. Yeah, that one that you're seeing is it's a living space in Tagaytay. So I converted that into a painting studio, which took me a lot of effort and time in converting.
Oo. Ang ganda ng painting mo dyan, ah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like a photograph, no?
Oo.
It was based on a actual photo I was lucky to capture right after the eruption. So if you notice during just sa painting, the colors of the volcano was still not green, but that one, yan green na. Ayan yung before the eruption. So yeah, I made a series of before the eruption, what the volcano looks like, and while it's erupting. And yeah, I was lucky to capture that also in photos. And what the volcano looks like after it erupted. So there's a story. Kasi right now, what you'll see sa Tagaytay is the volcano, it looks like a desert eh. But siguro after mga decades bago siya maging green ulit eh. So there's a story doon sa painting. And of course, yung eruption, it's a very historical event. And yeah, I documented that through painting.
Okay.
Like Tagaytay, during the pandemic, during the first 2 months of the lockdown.
Galing, no? Naging productive pa rin si Mike.
That's the upside of it.
Yeah.
No? Yeah.
Kayo, so your passions became
Vocation.
Vocation. So have you ever thought of turning your passions into full-time professions?
Oo.
At this point, parang you're selling na, di ba? Your paintings are selling, your cakes are selling, you have a loyal clientele.
Entrepreneurs.
Yeah, so naisip nyo na ba na go into this na full-time after or during this pandemic, di ba?
So I'll answer first. Okay, so for me personally, lahat yata ng mga bata before, I mean, the younger ones, they would say na they wanted to focus or to work harder or reach their financial goals so they can retire early. Now, as I mature further in the corporate world, I realized it's the same thing as putting all your eggs in one basket. So if the challenge for me, I'm challenging myself, is to be able to have my time and skills and abilities to be distributed equally. So I personally think that I won't be focusing completely or parang having my baking passion for full time, but instead I'll continue to work for a corporation. Kasi if I start my own business right now, I won't have the experience or the challenges that in the future might arrive na hindi ko masasagot. And if I want my business to grow, I'm thinking of just hiring other people to help me with my business so that besides helping others have their, at least yun, di ba, parang I somehow contribute na to the economy because I provide jobs. At the same time, their learnings won't be limited to my own knowledge. Siyempre, dun sa corporate world, ang daming magagaling. I've worked with very, very good executives na talagang I see them at my goals. How they lead people, how smart, how good they are with corporate setup, and sa kanila natututo ako ng mga bagay na hindi ko natututunan sa school and even with the elders that I'm talking with. So working in the corporate world and setting up my business is my goal. Probably add more to the business, but I don't see myself quitting the corporate world because for me, it's my way of sharing greater knowledge to the people that would or could be working for me.
Okay, pwede naman yun pagsabayan.
Yeah. Ikaw, Mike?
Yeah. Well, yeah, in my case, I always believe in cultivating and sharing my passion, my God-given talents, not just in painting, but also in public relations and marketing. So, yeah, and yeah, we can plan for anything. Let's say I can plan for full-time painting, I can plan on full-time corporate. But what I learned in pandemic was, just follow your heart and follow the path of least resistance. So yeah, I'll be going back to corporate world doing PR and marketing as well, and at the same time doing paintings, launching exhibits. So because andun yung puso ko nasa PR and nasa public relations and marketing yung puso ko, and also in creative arts. So yeah, yun, ito pa rin siya parehas.
Actually, kasi mahirap pumili because of the industry that we are in. We feel blessed na we are working. We really love the things that we're doing. Kasi yung iba, if siguro ibang industry, pwede namin isipin na mag-business kami to live. Kasi kung ang goal namin is to just yung life sustenance for income, pwedeng ganon. Pero sa amin kasi, we really love the things, the jobs, and the industry we're in. And siguro itong ginagawa namin like arts and baking, it's something, lumabas na talaga siya because it's really in us, na hindi na namin napigilan, lumabas talaga. It will come out naturally because it's part of who we are.
Oh, ang ganda nun.
Guys, do you have dream projects? Like, would you like to bake the largest cake in the world? Or in your case, Mike, gusto mo bang gumawa ng mural from one end of Ross Boulevard to the other? What are your dream projects?
Yeah. My dream... in my case, marami yan yung dreams, marami yan. But
sige lahat. Tell us.
Gusto kong i-link yung creative or visual painting and yung hospitality. Gusto ko siyang i-link. So one of my dream project is to paint a series of attractions na
ito pala ang
the Philippines that will showcase the beauty, not just the attraction but the beauty of the people, how we accommodate the tourists and promote that globally. It's like 2 in 1, diba? I'm painting and at the same time promoting, jump-starting the tourism industry of the Philippines, targeting the international market. So talagang, that's one of my plan.
Yeah, that's right, no? Ngayon, lalo pa at this time, no? You really want to do something for the industry, to make it grow again.
Yes.
Ikaw naman, Joey.
For me, actually, Drunk Baker, I think it's just one of my passion project. I have several projects. Sobrang dami talaga na. I have a lot of non-profit organizations that I'm in. So I'm part of JCI and ICA Manila. We're into my non-profit organization projects. So doon yung mga my advocacy kasi is yung mga child advocacies, mga helping them, coping up, parenting, and kasi it's more than for me yung baking is something that we do na parang a quick escape from the current problems. But if I go or look beyond further, I want long-term improvement. So how do we do that? So parang ina-encourage ko yung mga bata na nasa kalye kasi 'di ba pandemic doon ko siya nakita lahat na tayong mga adults, we are already experiencing this. Paano pa kaya yung mga bata na they're helpless, they can't eat, kahit na sabihin nila gusto nila magtrabaho, hindi naman sila makakapagtrabaho kasi bata pa sila. So, I wanted to help them. So, yun yung isa sa mga projects ko. In terms of Drunk Baker naman, and actually we have upcoming projects kami ni Mike sa painting niya, which we will share in a few weeks time kasi surprise pa siya. Kasi hindi pa namin ang finals, but we will share that. It's something that will expound further and be aimed to help communities, adopted communities because of that project. So we might be selling some merch and merchandise.
Oh.
Exciting
Galing,
yan.
ha, oh. Meron na kayong customer dito. Si Dina.
Yes, yes, yes. Pero ang swerte nila, no, Jojo, because while they're also passionate about their full-time jobs or the industry where they gained a lot of experience and expertise, na-pursue pa rin nila yung yung first love, kumbaga, di ba?
Yeah.
That's really lucky, and I think you're gonna go far
And
with your dreams.
They're even luckier because they have the talent.
Yun na
Kasi
nga.
kahit gusto ko maging beauty queen
Kung hindi naman.
Oo, kung hindi naman, hindi ukol.
Oo.
Hindi bubukol, no?
Okay. So, yeah,
because we know people like you. You gave the opportunity and the ability to share our advocacies, and somehow we aimed that we were able to inspire some of your viewers then.
Yeah, I think a lot of them will be inspired to start on their
Yeah,
passions and go back
that's
to
true.
whatever they've always loved doing, di ba? Pero Jojo, let's get to know them some more. We'll play a game with them. But before we do that, we'll pause for another commercial.
Yes.
Welcome back to Spotlight. Still with us are Michael Sagaran and Joey Silvestre.
We want to know them better, like even if she's my niece,
Yeah.
I think there are a lot of things that I still have to know about her. So we're going to play Who's Most Likely.
Okay.
We're going to ask them random questions and they have to answer these questions. So who's most likely to what?
Okay, start na. Okay, to stay late at work.
Sino?
Sino sa inyong dalawa?
Yes.
Wait, but most likely me, because I have schedule and I have office na talagang physical office that I go to. Work from home siya. Pag ako may if I report to the office, most likely ako na.
Okay lang sa'yo yun, Mike.
Yes. Okay.
Okay naman, syempre.
Of course.
Oo.
Okay, next.
Ito, I wonder kung sino talaga sa kanila.
Okay.
Sino ang most likely to get home drunk after work?
Okay.
Number 1, kung talagang galing sa work, dapat hindi lasing.
Ang taray! Pamangkin ko yan.
Number 2, if it's a social event, kasi kami talaga we're not sorry. I mean, we wanted to answer, but we're homebodies because the nature of our job is to really talk with people.
Oo nga.
So, if we want to relax, we unwind at home para tuloy-tuloy.
Maganda.
Oo nga
I like
naman,
that. I like that.
Drink pa rin hanggang sa bahay.
Who's most likely, ito naman, to get lost driving to a new place?
Ako na yun.
Really?
Talaga?
Oo.
Wala kang sense of direction.
Imagine, I live in Manila, even diba, I studied in UST, wala akong alam sa streets doon, sa loob ng and then ang mga landmark ko, mall, Cash and Carry, Greenbelt, yung streets, I don't know.
Oo. Sa UST, ano ba yun? Kampa, ano pa ba? I don't.
P-Campa.
Okay. Okay, here. Baka pamangkin ko to. To spend money on something not important. Who's likely to do that?
Wait. Kasi, napag-usapan na yan. Defining of not important.
Oo. Sino?
Siya eh.
Yeah.
Really? Mali ako ng hula.
Oh.
More of,
Kasi,
More of ako yan.
Kasi, for example, shoes.
Oo.
It's not important to him pero kailangan ko sa work kasi sa babae, iba-iba talaga yung shoes, unlike black shoes
I
lang.
agree.
Okay.
So, siguro yung naging basehan namin siya talaga, medyo impulse buyer siya.
Okay.
Ako, matagal pa. Like, binabalik-balikan ko pa. Sometimes I browse pa sa internet ng minsan umabot pa ng 1 year before I decide to buy it.
Okay. Well, in my defense,
Agad, ha?
what I realized while I'm painting, di ba? Kasi, yeah, I agree. Before, if it looks good, for example, a shirt or a shoe, if it looks good, because I think I'm a visual person, no? If it looks good, and kaya naman, I'm capable of buying it, I'll buy it. But now, what I realized was, for the longest time, I become a consumer. So what I'm doing now is I produce. If I want to see good photos, I paint. So yeah, I'm trying to balance it now.
Sige, justify niyo yung 60 pairs of pants.
Wow!
Bilang ko.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Well, anyway.
Move on tayo.
Here's wishing you'll have impulsive buyers ng mga paintings mo.
Yes.
Okay, so, who's most likely to make hasty decisions? Parang si Mike yun, no?
Oo.
I guess nakalink yun sa
Okay, na-answer na yan eh.
Okay, ito. Who's likely to make sweet gestures when they did something wrong? Sino ang biglang nagiging sweet kasi may kasalanan?
Kasalanan ako. Sweet lang ako sa
Well, yeah. Kahit
Pero,
minsan, no reason at all, no celebration, gestures, yeah, I think.
Pero yung may kasalanan, sino ba sa inyo ang madalas magkasala?
Madalas magkasala.
Wala kang maisip.
Hindi ako.
Tawa tuloy ako sa answer.
Ako yung palambing. I mean,
Okay.
Scorpio kami parehas.
Scorpio would be what month? Soon.
November.
Okay.
Scorpio, mga hindi yan nagsasalita, whatever they're feeling. Tama ba ako?
Yes, dalawa kami.
O, paano kayo niya?
Oo. Pakiramdaman na lang.
Oo.
Sino ang more yung parang isnabero sa inyong dalawa?
Siya.
Oh, really?
Siya, super.
Suplado, gano'n.
Suplado. Talaga.
Kaya pag may pinansin siya, mas kinakabahan ako. Bakit niya pinansin?
Okay. Oo nga naman, Oo, tama naman. Sinong si Raulo?
Ako na yun. Sige.
It must be the Silvestre in you. Joke lang.
Hindi lang. Sa akin lang naman nagmana. Wala. Sila naman, hindi naman sila si Raulo.
No, joke lang.
It's more of passionate. Passionate with
okay.
super namin passionate. So, may times na kapag nagalit or kapag may gusto, whatever it takes, we'll get it.
Ayun. Oh, I see that in you also. Yung
Oo, darling. Beware. Pero there's something I'd like to ask. Dagdag na question, no? Do you help him sa painting? Do you help her sa baking?
Sa baking, I don't like others talaga. Pero he helps me kapag pagdadrive niya ako to buy and pick up ingredients.
Oh, that's nice.
Help niya. But in terms of yung aesthetics, iba. Kasi syempre, ako bilang babae, hindi ko siya mautusan na pakigawa, tatas kusina. I don't, don't feel comfortable. Parang gusto ko, yung ibang tao, pag nakikita nila na yung gawa ko, tapos na or okay na sa akin.
But do you tell him, dapat may stone dyan. That part of the painting, dapat merong add another tree. Hindi ka ba naggaganon? Hindi ka ba nagme-medal?
Color, let's say, what will be the background color of this
name.
And
title.
Yes.
Title.
But syempre, ako pa rin yung nag-decide.
Okay.
Oo, siya lagi.
But yeah,
Walang nagdi-deny. Ikaw lagi magdi-decide. Siya boss, gano'n.
Cute nila.
Oh,
Okay.
ang
So,
taray, ano?
oh.
That's very chic.
But thank you for playing along with us in
Yeah,
this game.
yeah.
May question pa ako nakalimutan ko dahil sa'yo
No, sorry.
No, so obviously you two get along although you have your differences, di ba? And you always, how do you, how do you...
Settle?
No, keep a balance kasi parang you're in the same industry practically and you used to be in the same industry pala and then you're both now in creative pursuits. 'Di ba? Parang syempre hindi mo mapipigilan na magkakaroon ng mga clashes or like time management. How do you handle that pa?
Okay. Well, yeah, we respect our quality time, our me time. We always make sure that we have our and also spend time going out to places that we like to go to, like parks, simple places like parks and restaurants. So quality time and also respect each other's.
Do you agree, Joey? My niece?
Parang hindi siya agree.
Yes, yun, the most important thing is whatever we do outside or things na wala yung isa't isa, at the end of everything, we consult each other because it means na we wanted to be with each other all the time. Yung after ng busy work namin, yung isa't isa yung refuge or gusto namin yung di ba yung iba naghanap ng barkada, kami minsan sorry friends nagdi-deny ka may appointment na kami para lang magkaroon kami ng me time kasi syempre hindi rin maiwasan na they would also ask for some schedule. We allocate our schedule and talagang homebody kami, so we really choose to be our schedules to be aligned and to do it together. Hindi naman sa may pagka-loner, pero talagang choice namin na kaming dalawa lang. May times na gano'n. And we like the same things. So, kunwari, may mga gagawin siya, tapos sobrang busy niya, and he won't be able to finish everything. Confident siya na yung taste niya alam ko. And vice versa, gano'n din. Alam niya yung magugustuhan ko, yun din. He can even buy clothes na hindi ko sinukat na kasong saktong-sakto sa akin. Yun.
I think Joey sent some pictures, pero hindi yata nagkahabol, Sayang, you should have seen Joey in, she's, beauty yan eh. Dapat sana lalong na-project. Ayan naman pala, ayan
Wow, look, you look good together.
Yeah, of course they do. Kaya lang, there's last question ko to, ha? Joey, do you get jealous of his paintings? Ikaw naman, do you get jealous of her cakes? Okay.
Basta nakikita ko siyang nagpe-paint.
Okay na yon. Happy ka nun.
Yes.
Okay.
Pero the word is not really naman jealous kasi when he does his things, funny pero sometimes we do our own things tapos kahit yung paalang namin magkadikit or hindi, okay na yun.
I should learn that. Oo.
That's so sweet.
Nakakabakla.
Okay, before we come to the end of the show, but I wanted to ask you kanina when you were talking about transitioning from corporate to well, not really transitioning, but finding once again that passion that you had before in your younger years. Parang what's your advice to people who would like to do the same thing, na parang find that spark again inside them, di ba?
Ikaw muna.
Okay. We would like to advise them to be brave, take the plunge, and just follow your heart. What your heart tells you. For me, that's the path to business plans. And you can't go wrong with that if you follow your heart. Your heart and your heart.
Tama naman.
Na when I I felt like doing my painting again 3 years or 3.5 years ago. And then, the reason pala was it will be my, di ba, source of, support
Oo.
in this pandemic. And yeah, just follow their heart, be brave. There will be challenges, but embrace the challenges. It's part of the process. Love the challenges. And yeah, magugulat na lang kayo. Yeah, it will be something that's
That's
so-
right.
Ang ganda.
Tama.
Oh, just go for it. Ganun.
Yeah. Look at me.
Sa akin naman, this is based on experience, and I think na-witness ko rin and by reading books. Kasi sometimes there are people who say that you will just understand things when you experience it. Ako, I don't believe in that because smarter people read books. Smarter people learn from other people's mistakes. So,
tama, ha?
So, syempre, di ba, you don't have to fall from a building to know that it will kill you or it hurts. So,
Oo nga naman.
so you just have to learn from other people's mistake. And what's important is you know your core, know the things that matter beyond the material and financial things. Kasi minsan hindi yung pamilya or yung magulang mo yung magsasabi ng gusto mo, because it will really come out to you naturally. Choose the things that you like and you love, and love what you do. It's not always na parang love kasi yung mga bata minsan baka malito dun sa love na sinasabi na kailangan yung passion nila, pero yung passion nila baka akala nila yun yung passion, but it's just peer pressure. So my tips or my suggestion is to really choose the circles that you have. You don't need big circles. You need quality small ones. Kasi baka the people might get it. Pag bata ka, pwede ka ma-deceive. So, kapag ka ganun, syempre, baka mapunta ka sa hindi magandang community or mapasama ka ng hindi mo nalalaman. So, you just have to know your core. Ano yung mga gusto mo, ano yung mga dapat mong gawin. Keep your circles quality circle, yung mapagkakatiwalaan mo. So, hindi ka rin masasaktan and you won't be traumatized kapag syempre, yung kaibigan mo, niloko ka. Mahirap yun. Masakit ka, pwede ka maging scarred for life. Second is, school is important. Your friends are important. Don't choose or lose them with temporary things na pwedeng kalabanin mo yung kaibigan mo because of siguro naging magka-work kayo tapos ilaglag mo siya or mapahamak siya kasi you want a higher position. So masisira ka. You're already ruining your core. Second, when you graduate in your early 20s, don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's the best time for you to make a mistake because you'll have more time to correct it. Pero when you reach a certain age, like 27 and up, you cannot afford to make mistakes. Because you should be able to forming na already your core and yung preparing for a more mature life. So, yon, preparation and small circles, quality people around you.
Ang ganda, no?
Dina, I think we found a co-host.
Oo nga.
At saka I think I found a life coach.
Oh, yes.
Oo, ha?
Someone with an old soul. Diba? Ang galing. Thank you,
Bagay
Joey,
sila.
for that. Yeah. Oo naman.
Oo.
So, it really shows.
Yeah.
So, come to the end of the show. We enjoyed talking with you.
Yeah,
Thank you,
fun.
Mike and Joey, for joining us this afternoon.
And they're sending us food.
Thank you.
For merienda.
Yes.
Okay. So, Jojo, okay ba tayo ngayon?
Yeah, I
Very
wish the
real.
best for this too. No?
Yes,
Oo,
I'm
para-
sure they're gonna go far.
And I see myself in them.
Talaga?
Kaya lang sabi niya,
Both of them.
oo, kasi sabi niya pag gano'n yung daw tungkol sa yung do not be deceived, may mga ganyan. Sabi ko, parang nagpaparinig sa akin sa jowa. Oo.
Marami lang, like, hindi naman ako sobrang tanda, pero I feel that there are a lot of parang mga younger ages din sa office and sa work na would ask advice because they feel na they find me super successful, that they want to learn from me. And at the same time, they see me as a person na, bata-bata mo pero kaya mo mapagsabay dun sa mga senior talaga.
Yes.
Strong stuff, no?
Oo.
You have to yun yung nakikita ko, baka kailangan lang ng may naggagabay for them. And I'm blessed to have good family friends who help me be that person.
Can I call you for a little advice?
Message, we're always a message away.
Okay.
Oo.
With that,
Yes, with that, we say thank you once again for joining us this afternoon. I'm Dina Ventura.
this is Jojo Silvestre. Thank you so much, Joey and Mike.
This is Spotlight. See you again next week.
See you.